There is nothing more powerful in this world than great marketing. An apple a day keeps the doctor away is not something that people just say. It's made from marketing, a beautiful marketing campaign. And of course, diamonds being a girl's best friend, you needing a percentage of your salary to buy one is again, just great marketing. These are things that businesses and media have developed to sell you products, and the power of media is absolutely unquestioned in the culture of North America. Nobody knows this more than LeBron James. You see, LeBron James has been chasing the ghost of Michael Jordan from the day he decided to wear the 23 jersey. And one thing that he realized is that no matter how good or how successful in the NBA he became, it would be his job to reshape the way the world thinks about being the greatest, which would actually therefore make him the greatest. Enter Maverick Carter and Rich Paul. Putting these two people in his inner circle has allowed him to start to create a media empire and make deals to make himself so powerful. The NCAA has recently put out what they're calling a Rich Paul rule. This rule really makes agents need a bachelor's degree and to pass some tests that literally only affects one person only. Rich Paul, LeBron James' agent. Now this agent made huge shockwaves when he ended up getting one of his signees, let me get his name right, 18-year-old Darius Baisley was signed to a $1 million New Balance contract, all because Rich Paul was able to negotiate with them. Now this was unheard of because of course, you know, the NCAA does not pay their players, which is an absolute crime in history. And of course, Rich Paul was able to work out this deal with New Balance to make him an intern and basically have him get performance hitting goals. And this guy was drafted 23rd overall the same way with the NBA. Meaning now players are finally starting to see a different route into the NBA because of Rich Paul. But of course, the trends in media and the trends in the NBA and the trends in basketball have shown that LeBron James is getting more and more powerful. And that's why today I want to argue that this Rich Paul rule is really not a Rich Paul rule. It's a LeBron James rule. And I'm going to show you the fact that his power is starting to get major heads in basketball very nervous. And I'm going to show you how that is. Hi, this is Errol Stewart. You're listening to the Uneducated Investor podcast. This is a podcast where we connect pop culture to business and we learn to invest together. Feel free to drop a like, please. It really helps the algorithm. It helps these videos grow and get seen. And of course, if you like this video and you want to learn more about investing and how it relates to pop culture, feel free to subscribe. Now, a young LeBron James is probably the smartest person I have ever seen, and he really realized that to become the greatest of all time, he really had to pass MJ. There's no question about it. To become the greatest of all time is no easy task, but LeBron James has made it his quest, his absolute destiny to do that. And after beating the 73 win Golden State team, you think that would be the narrative. But of course, because he's an active NBA player, his task is not done. But if you ask me, he's already the best NBA player in the world. And of course, he'll need the media to prove that. But I'll just give you some stats to really say why he's better. For one, his stats are just overall better. It's no question he's gonna have more lifetime better stats than Michael Jordan because he's played better seasons. He's played more seasons. He's been in the league for 18 because he was better earlier than Michael Jordan. He was able to stay in the league longer because his mental health, of course, was a bit better than Michael Jordan's. And he's gonna play till he's 40, so his lifetime stats are gonna blow Michael Jordan's out the wall. He already has more playoff points, more clutch playoff performances, more buzzer beaters under 10 seconds. He's really just the GOAT. The second reason why LeBron James is already better than Michael Jordan, realistically, is because of the Bill Russell fact. When Bill Russell has 11 rings, not just because the NBA was young, but it's because they specifically only had 8 to 14 teams during the Bill Russell reign. Now, when Michael Jordan played, between 8 teams joined the league while he was playing. The smaller amount of teams there are, the easier it is to win a championship. Think about it. That's why it's so hard to predict who will win the NCAA championship every year. More teams equals harder to win. So of course, when Michael Jordan won the three-peat and came back and lost when he wore the 455 against Orlando Magic, and he lost against Shaq and Penny, right, in the playoffs, this is because the Orlando Magic was an expansion team that was entered into the league. And of course, expansion teams, they get the cream of the crop rookies, they get maybe a great signing from other teams. Expansion teams really diversify the actual talent pool and make it harder to win a championship. In the modern era, going to the NBA Finals 8 times in a row, like LeBron James did, means he basically has 8 silver medals and is a feat that literally is the equivalent to Bill Russell winning 11 championships when there's only 8 to 14 teams. Because of course, if you win 8 championships in the East, you essentially are the best out of the top 15 teams in the East, undisputedly. Now, LeBron James, realizing that he already has the best stats, he already beats the eye test when it comes to Michael Jordan, he now realizes that he needs to focus on his media empire. So what does he do? Of course, Rich Paul drags him out of the CAA agency representing him, and they form Clutch Sports, which is a sports organization that can represent other players. This year, it sent shockwaves through the league because, of course, Anthony Davis is a member of Clutch Sports and being represented by LeBron James. And LeBron James, being a player and kind of an agent, was able to force the NBA's hand in trading Anthony Davis to the Lakers. Now, Kanye West once said no man should have all that power, and the NCAA definitely saw that LeBron James was consolidating all the power in the industry. So how do they stop a powerhouse such as LeBron James? Of course, at the roots, with a Rich Paul. Rich Paul cannot be signing these $1 million deals and showing kids that they can make money before the NBA, because that compromises the talent pool that is the NCAA. They can't put out the best product if they don't have the best players, so they have to stop these type of transactions at the source of Rich Paul. However, in my opinion, it's already too late. The cat's out the bag, and you're gonna see crazy deals like this happen more often. Whether that's Rich Paul getting these players endorsements with shoe deals foregoing the NBA, whether he gets them deals with G League teams or teams overseas, he's gonna get his players played somehow. And NCAA really has one choice. They can either, try to fight against them and watch their league crumble slowly, or they can just join him and embrace the change that's coming. But either way, the freight train that is LeBron James and Rich Paul, not going to be stopped anytime soon. Once again, my name is Fly Stewie. You're listening to the Uneducated Investor podcast, the podcast that always connects pop culture and business. And the best, most brightest investors are the uneducated ones. Why is that? That's because the uneducated investor, they never stop learning. Remember to like the video if you made it to the end, subscribe, and we will catch up to you, Flight Crew, next time.